poppin', and welcome back to a brand new video. I have changed, I have packed some orders. It's now 12 o'clock, it's time to eat a little bit. After that we have a very exciting meeting for Venture Pals at 12:30, so kind of during lunchtime. I try to keep my meetings during lunchtime just because then I feel like it's okay to take some time off to work on other stuff. But it's with Startup Bootcamp, which is one of the largest incubators in Europe, so that's pretty exciting. We have that one, and then in the afternoon we're receiving a new sample of the Palm rope bag, and we're also going to be doing some other stuff here with Arbeidsbutikken. Then in the evening I have an accountability meeting as well as a founder kind of like advisor meeting for Venture Pals, and then I'm going to go play golf, and then I'm going to work on Venture Pals later in the evening. So we have quite a jam-packed evening with some relaxation, some fun, so it's going to be all good. Let's get to it. Okay, meeting with that done. That was, not gonna say the name of that incubator, but quite a large one in Europe. But while we were having that meeting, we got a notification from UPS that they had dropped off a package that we now have back here. Focus. This package, it's a sample of a smaller, much smaller actually, rope bag. So as you've seen in some of these episodes, we've developed our own rope bag called the Palm rope bag. That we have over here on the table, as you can see. This bad boy, I'm sure you've seen it. And what this is then is just a smaller version of this. Okay, we're now here in the store. 3 days, probably gonna be testing this. But here we have the 32-liter one, which is the kind of the standard product that we have. And then we have now just received a sample from UPS, straight from the factory, of a smaller one. So we're gonna take a look at that one, see what it's like. It should be just exactly the same bag, but shrunken down, and they're really packed as well. But shrunken down to be smaller for 45-liter rope. So typically there are two main. Just typically use a couple of different bags, but one smaller, one larger, depending on the length of your rope, obviously. And this is proper cute little little version. I managed to cut it when I was opening the package, but that's okay, as this is just a sample. But I guess the principle is exactly the same. It's 17.5 liters. I think in here we have 65 meters of rope, but the top one is 45 meters. So we're gonna see if we can pack this rope in here, the 45-meter one. So now if we take a look, it fits perfectly on top of the other one, which is kind of what we want. It's smaller, it's like a little brother, got the Palm branding on it. Pretty cool. So we're gonna send that out to a tester now, who's gonna be testing that out for a week or two, give some feedback on the size, on the the product quality, etc. And it's now 4 o'clock, so we're gonna hop on another meeting with our startup advisor, who's gonna be advising us a little bit on business strategy. We're also gonna be offering him a very small piece of equity just for this advisory role that we're gonna give him. So that should be interesting to see. Then we'll determine what we do. We're gonna play golf, but it's rainy as hell, so we'll have to take a look. Okay, day pretty much done. It's 6 o'clock. I finished all of the work that I need to do. I just got an interesting email here. As you may have remembered from a couple of vlogs ago, I was speaking to a lawyer about patents. And basically I'm developing a product where there's gonna be an accessory product, but someone else has patented that accessory product, or at least that combination of things. So in a little bit of legal trouble there. It is what it is. We will figure it out. But this is, I'm going to show you now such an example of where old school meets new school. So we call this lawyer because apparently that's what we need to do for these things. And I asked for a recommendation in regards to how do we best process this, and how do we best go ahead with this in order to be able to launch our product as cheaply and swiftly as possible. So this guy then goes on to put together a report. Mind of all, half of this we've written, which is then description of the product. Then he's just come to a conclusion that one could do this, one can do that. His conclusion is this big. That's the conclusion of this. And he's written maybe half a page or whatever. And I'm like, okay, wow, interesting, please, very nice, thank you for sharing that. However, could you clarify, what is your recommendation to get this product to market? What should we add, change, or do in regards to the patent? No answer. And then after that, I get the invoice. For this little piece of paper, he's charging us 10,200 Swedish crowns plus VAT, meaning that it's 12,700 Swedish crowns that's gotta go out for us in order to pay for this. This guy has copy-pasted what we've done, he's barely done any research, and now he's charging us for this. These are the types of people who will, within years, months, be replaced. Like, there's very little value added here in regards to what you pay. You pay a significant price for someone to spend I don't even know, because there's no transparency regarding this. To spend a little time with, and AI can do that already. And as soon as we have more sophisticated systems for this, these are the people who are gonna lose their jobs. And it's not that strange when you're like charging these crazy prices for services that are relatively poor. It's just not gonna last in the long term. And then we have all these things where it's like, people are gonna lose their jobs because of AI. Yes, this is what economic efficiency is like. When they invented the, what do you call it? The spinning machine where you make yarn, for example, or the steam engine. Horses lost their jobs. Horse cab drivers lost their jobs. People are gonna lose their jobs. But typically, when jobs are lost, and then this doesn't apply in all cases, but things like this, economic inefficiency is replaced by economic efficiency, and a lot of these news tools are exposing all these things. So a little bit angry that it's like that. It's, as you can see, I'm gonna calm down now a little bit. A little bit angry that that's what it's like. We're gonna have to pay this guy and then never recruiting a lawyer again. I'm doing it by myself from now on, and I tell you that it's gonna work out perfectly. Now, we are in the store and we got golf in 30 minutes, and I'm gonna show you now. Here, life hack. First of all, eat your meals in one place if possible. Today I've eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner here in Arbetsbutiken. Save so much time in regards to dishes, etc. Number 2, always eat the same thing. There's no need to vary what you're eating. Eat the same thing 95% of the time, and you're gonna save on money, and 2, you're gonna save on time. You don't need to consider what am I gonna cook, what I'm gonna eat, etc., etc. So that's the tip. But now we're gonna get this down. Then we're gonna go ahead and play golf for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna share my thoughts with in regards to business advisors and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.
I think that's nice.
Vadå, vad har du för trickshot på G?
Va?
Vad har du för trickshot på G?
I think you need to watch this because this is trickshot one-on-one. Oh!
Alright YouTube, you're gonna get to witness my inferior golf skills. Okay, we're gonna call it a night there. It's 12:12 in the morning or in the evening, midnight, whatever. But we've made some improvements to Venture Pals, so we have some very exciting new features coming very soon. So for instance, one of the features, we've completely removed the contacts list, and now it's only matches. So you'll be able to chat to every single match. Before you had to have had a Venture Pal partnership before. Now we also have this, which is a notifications tab, so it's easier to keep track of who your pal is. We have a redesign, so some very, very good things coming. But today was a pretty decent day. We had got a sample, which was exciting. We're dealing with annoying ass lawyers, but that is what it is. Played some golf and then got a solid 3 or so hours in here working on Venture Pal. So yeah, good day overall. Tomorrow we are going back at it with another similar day, probably more work, less golf tomorrow, but still be fun. I think tomorrow we're going to start the next sprint on Rumi, which is the other project that I'm working on, as well as work on some things in regards to Arbeidsprediken during the day. So if you like these videos, feel free to subscribe down below. It's completely free of charge. Leave a like and tell me what you want to see in these future videos, or ask any questions, or give me any feedback. It's always appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.